Life Beyond Horizon, the game that is keeping me rust-free since '83. Well, I mean, I'm keeping it in the game, not on me. So, what am I doing streaming? Well, today is going to be another one of those really sort of like toasty warm days in the UK. I'm not a big fan of like hot weather. I'm a fat person. I mean, admittedly, yes, I go to the gym and I do work out, but I still have a layer of insulation I just can't seem to get rid of. And that makes me really hot. And when it comes to like really hot days like this, I'm an uncomfortable puddle of a mess. So I'm streaming now before it gets too hot, and then people have got something to watch later on as well when it all gets like rendered out. So the joys of today is we're going to do a little bit of driving. Got to find the last few bits of the old checklist. So the hardest parts are going to be the camper lights, because they're the two little lights on the side of the camper truck, and it's going to be a tough find. So I'm just going to keep driving and hoping and trying to remember that I do have to put fuel in the car. So we'll have to do that as well. Hopefully I'll get the pickup truck or the GT finished today, and then we can worry about other things later on as well, because that's just the one thing I've got to do. But yeah, the GT only needs 2 parts. The pickup truck needs 3 parts. We should be okay, technically. We'll see how things go. But I think we stopped off at a motel in the last run, so we should start in a motel. Means there's food and drink. Oh no, it was a wibbly wobbly inflated wild man's place. And there we go. Let everything load in. All right, quickly knock the handbrakes off. Right, and as you can see, look, we got a gear stick in the GT last time. We got the lights, we got the bits and pieces in here as well. This car is almost complete. We just need a door car. How are you doing, Prometheum? We just need a door car and an indicator for this car, and then we are done. This needs a little bit more work. Apparently, I'm missing the thingamajiggers up top, the sun visors. So I'm missing the sun visors and a back window. Now, I didn't realize this thing had a back window to start with, but apparently it does. So we need to grab ourselves one of those. Now, I do need to grab myself some food and drink. I'm pretty sure I didn't take it all when we stopped it a lot earlier, which was a couple of days ago now, Saturday. It'll do. And we should be all right. We gutted this place when we got here, so there's nothing left for me in here, that's fine. At the end of the day, we need to go. I just need to check my fuel, and then we're off. $13 litres of diesel left. Thank you very much for subscribing, William Davis. Welcome to the channel. You're actually one of the first people to use that above thing. I haven't seen it being used for a very long time. Right, so that's knackered. That's mixed. I mean, what's the worst that's going to happen if we put like petrol and diesel into really? Engine oil, great. Gonna be honest, this is gonna suck test to clay. This is the word. So this keep up all the videos. Yeah, I've got a couple of games to start playing now, which I thought was pretty cool. I sat there and just went, hold on, I bought some stuff, didn't I? So during the whole time of like sales going on and stuff, I bought a load of games from CD keys, and with CD keys I bought a load of cheap stuff. And one of them I bought was Pacific Drive, and I haven't played that yet. And I'm like, hey, you know what? We can give that a run. I'm currently working on a series right now because a developer gave me a key, but I can't lift that until Monday. So that's when the video comes out for that. And yeah, we'll go from there. Right, and next stop, I bloody hope there's some diesel, because we need some. It's getting desperate now. or at least just a car that has diesel. You know, if I find like a dead pickup truck on the side of the road, I'll rinse it of its diesel. I really should start carrying a container with me. But yeah, it's been an alright week so far. I mean, it's been a bit warm, but today and tomorrow is supposed to be the most uncomfortable this week, which is why I'm streaming now. I don't want to deal with this. I'm just naturally not a very nice summery person. The rest of the year, I don't care. Cold, rain, snow, sleet, thunder, lightning, I don't give a damn. I mean, 23 feet of water in a river, that will screw me up a little bit more, but what I'm getting at is I'm not really complaining about anything else apart from the sun. That's it. I'm all right apart from that. Right, let's have a look around the back of here. Please be a diesel truck. That's all I want. A diesel something. You beauty. My downside is I haven't got a container, but I'm hoping there's one here. If there's a container here, we'll take it. If there's not, then I'll take the engine. What you got? Oh, it's got diesel. Crap. How far was I away from that last from the stop? I need a container. I'm gonna run it. Yeah, there's food and drink here, right? I'm gonna run to that last place, pick up a container, run all the way back. We'll be fine. It's not that far. I mean, and it's downhill, so we should get there faster. And then coming back's gonna be a bit more of a struggle, but we'll figure it out. If I just grab, I don't know, a barrel. If there's a barrel. If not, we're gonna take like a jerry can where I can do 20 litres a time. We can empty a full tank of diesel out of a truck and put it into my truck. I'm so glad that that is an actual truck and it's not just like random. Well, it is random, but it's a truck and it's got diesel in it. It's fine. Why are some of the instructions in French? Because the game updated and some of the translations haven't been updated. So some of the stuff's in French. Yeah, that's about it. I was confused about it a couple of days ago. I genuinely thought it was me. Turns out everybody's been talking about it, so it's not just me. I'm fine with it. Right, okay, so we need to open and drain this on the floor. Fantastic, and close and run to the top of this hill. So I've got a jerry can. I could do 20 litres a time and we'll just ship backwards and forwards and I'll get this done. At least I've got no scares about being run over because there's no one on here. I mean, it's not like Long Drive where there's like AI, all of a sudden you get run over by like a 300 mile an hour Volkswagen Golf. Driven by a banana, you know. Apart from that, we're okay. So yeah, just to the top of this hill, and then we are good. We can start filling up my truck, and then I've got no fear again. My fear was I didn't know how much fuel I had until I came into it and went, oh dear, we're in trouble. But it's fine. It's fine. And on the plus side, because this is a campsite stop where we're under a rock, there's food and drink here. So it's even better. This is one of the better places we could have stopped. Food and drink next to the campfire. We'll get the fuel done. Perfection, do I have to say. Right, drop that. Open that. Nearly a full literage. Why don't I grab a well, I didn't see one, which was a big problem. And also, they're really heavy and you walk really slow. So walking up that hill would have been a problem. I can't see the... Oh, come on. Right, okay, I've got to move the truck a little bit so I can actually see underneath the bloody thing. Also, I didn't see a giant thing down there. Take the bed off may be easier, yes, but it is full of stuff, which I reckon will glitch out, and it could cause a hell of a lot of problems, and I could lose my entire progression of the Volkswagen camper van, because every single piece in the back of that van, or in the back of that truck, is for the van, and I don't want to lose it. I'm so paranoid about moving stuff whilst it is full of stuff, I don't want to touch it. If it was empty, yeah, sure, I wouldn't have cared so much. But, mate, there's so much in it. It was, yeah. I didn't see, unless the barrels around the back, but I didn't see any. I'd have even gone for one of those big blue water containers, but I didn't take one. Nearly done. Running all the way. We haven't had a full fuel tank for a really long time. Well, I didn't see them. That's the thing. I mean, I would have gone with a bigger container if there was one. But a jerry can, it's light and it's like malleable, which is fine, and I'm all right with this. And it only weighs like 20 kilos when it's full. With those big barrels, they weigh like 70 kilos straight away. I'm like, you know, it's a lot. There's a lot of weight. All right, and the walk would have been terrible as well. Right, that's closed. Get some food and drink. Like I said, these stops are really good for food and drink, especially when we don't find a lot of anything else. Like, that's the one thing I've noticed with this seed, and it is obviously it's seed generated. The problem with the seed I'm in, I haven't found any of those really big garages, you know. So the ones with like the massive iguana on top, and like the 4 cars that spawn around the outside. I think in this whole game, on this seed alone, I think I found like 1. We found more motels, mind you, but we haven't found a lot of like other bigger garages. It's mainly been like the double garage with the wibbly wobbly inflated wire man. It's been the single garage with like the shop in it, a lot of signposts, beer stops, but no major big garages, which has been, I think it's just the seed, but it sucks. I preferred the older game. The older game was like, we had garages coming out of our eardrums. It was amazing. But I have found more parts for these cars in this game than I have in the others. So it's kind of one of those like catch-22 situations. A little bit more of a boring gameplay, but we are finding more stuff genuinely. Alright, rinsing Lodge. No car there, so it doesn't indicate what parts are there. And I've just filled up with food and drink, so I'm alright. Now, if it's lagging, that means it's either loading a lot of scenery or there's a stop happening. Or it's probably a wibbly wobbly inflated wire man. Because that's all we get, man. That's all we get. Found it funny as well. We Kerry ordered a new chest of drawers because their old one was getting a bit battered up and stuff. What up, Jace? How you doing, buddy? And she ordered it because it's like Prime Day. It's a bit cheaper. I was like, okay, cool, that's fine. It'll turn up at some point. And obviously, because it's busy, they're like, oh, wait, it's going to turn up on Sunday. That's not a problem. We're not doing anything on Sunday. That's okay. Well, actually, no, we've revised it. It may be there for Saturday. Cool. Nope, that's fine. Weekend's kind of open. We're all right. And then another email came through. Turns out we might be able to get it to you by Friday. Excellent. Even better. We can get it done for the weekend. And then email came through this morning. It's on its way. It turned up at like 10 o'clock this morning. It's like, you said Sunday. Go away. I've never had deliveries like that quick before in my life. They pulled their own department by 4 days. It was like, yeah, all right, cool. Postman has been. And my wheels are on the way out, so I need to stop. Oh, come on, we can do this. I need to pull over, change my wheels, and then go and get my package from downstairs. Because one of my packages has turned up. I've got a few. Right, what wheel went? Just this one? Not a problem. We'll have that off for you in just a jiffy, madam. Cool. Very worn. That means they're going to go soon. Very worn and a little worn. Grand. Right, back in a second, guys.
Is it all yours?
Yeah. Okay. Right. Apparently everything may have turned up in one go. So I have a pack of cards. They're going to be crap ones anyway. Yep. That's the one I said I was going to get graded. Because it is in mint condition. Goes up with it goes up with my Gengar. I think this is the big bundle of vintage. Maybe. Oh no. No, this wasn't eBay, this is Whatnot. Basically, I tried to pay as less as possible for stuff because I'm a poor person. So when people are like, oh, I'm just getting rid of like 3 cards for £1. So I bought cards for £1. There you go. Cards for £1. So some of these I want to get done, others I'm not worried about. Basically, how's the weather? It's warm. Don't like it. And this is one of my slabs. So this one comes from a competition that I entered on a whim. It was like £3, and I won a packet of crappy cards, which I haven't opened, which I will probably give to my kids.
What?
The spare card. I think this might be a freebie. I don't know. This wasn't a freebie. Oh, this is the Baby Shiny. And the slab I won, which is a 2002 Japan Incandescent Arcana for 10. Yeah. So that goes with my other grade 10 card. But yeah, I tend to only buy like cards I like the look of. And that means I've only got one more package turning up, and that should be, I reckon that'll be a buy tomorrow. Basically, when we went to the card convention, was it last month? You can tell like the kids were all happy that like they went, but because it's a card convention, there wasn't a lot there for them, as in, you know, money wise, everything's really expensive. And I sat there and just went, well, okay, I mean, I can get a load of stuff for cheap. So the stuff that I've got for here, most of that will go for the, you know, some of that will go to the kids, some of that will go into my own collection. But it was something that I can, me and Kerry can share with the kids, because Kerry for years used to collect Pokemon cards, and we were at one point we were helping people go through like the grading processes on Facebook. We were kind of moderators and like, you know, this one would be a good one, this one's a bad one, so on and so forth. And I lost touch with all of that. But I was always into Yu-Gi-Oh! And I was into this. But when I saw the kids kind of like get all happy about Pokemon, I was like, okay, I can get into this, and I can get it into quite cheap, because Whatnot allows you at every kind of aspect to be able to jump into this hobby. You know, if you're looking for like expensive cards, and obviously there's expensive cards, but you can get kind of like big bundles from people quite cheap. And that's what I've been doing. I've also been entering the odd competition to kind of see if it's possible to get like graded cards. Turns out some of those people just run competitions, and some of them don't care how much they don't sell for, because they're money making anyway. So yeah, that grade 10 card that came through today, that was a prize, come out of a draw. I think I paid like £5 for the draw itself. I'm all right with that, especially because I know that card's worth about £45. Now, what I did want to do is I wanted to basically get up enough ammunition that when I go to, we're going to another convention at the end of August, and I want to see if it's possible to get some of my stuff like either like traded up for something better, or to help the kids out and collect and so on and so forth. And as we were leaving the last convention, I can actually show you this because I've got it on here. As we were leaving, Logan got given this. So basically, this guy came up to us. He went, hey, you know, do your kids collect cards? It's like, well, we've only just started. And he goes, well, I can't sell these. No one wants to buy them. So this guy gave us like parts of the 151 set for free in a binder. And that set Logan off. It was like, Daddy, can we get some more? Okay. So that's kind of what I'm looking for now. So when I go on to like Whatnot now, I'm looking for bundles that do like 151 for him mainly. We'll go there. But yeah, that's where all this has come from. The ones that I bought are just because they were a bundle for £1 or £2, or the person that was selling them didn't care. You get some people on Whatnot who are like really hyped up about the hobby. They're like, oh my god, Pokemon, blah blah blah, and you get some people just sit there and just go, I'm selling this card for like £1, and then no one buys it, and then they're like, all right, well, I'll sell 3 of these cards for £1. It's like, fine, I'll buy it, because it helps me help Logan and Ollie get a collection together. I'm partially doing it for myself because I like the expensive ones, and if I can get graded ones for cheap, then I will, and I can use them as ammo for something bigger. And I'm kind of playing the paperclip game. And if you don't, do you know what the paperclip game is, chat? If you've never heard of the paperclip game, then go research. I think it's Ryan Trahan who did it. Go and look at what he did with a paperclip. Yeah, I'm kind of doing that, but with Pokemon cards. The red paperclip, exactly, yeah. That's kind of my approach to all this. If I want something big, then I'm going to trade up for it. And if I can get it through just buying up a load of ammo and then getting things like graded and potentially being better than what I paid for it, then I'm okay with that. No, the 151 was it came out this year. Everyone went sort of crazy for it, and then the value, like, a load of people just stopped collecting it straight up. It was like, oh, okay, cool. Happy hunting, and that was kind of it. No one bothered. The original one, it's basically just known as 151, but the original set is 465 cards. Each version of a card, let's say Pikachu, has 4 variations.
Yeah, jungle, fossil, phase 1, phase 2.
No, it's normal, hollow, no shadow, and then dark. Yeah. So I was looking into one thing that if I can trade up to it, this is the goal. And I don't know if it ever happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So the idea is to trade up to get the completed full original set. And I saw how much it was, and I went, that's going to take some trading. And the idea is to trade up. It's worth about 1,400 quid. So the idea is to kind of trade up to 1,500, get on eBay and find somebody who's selling basically the entire collection. And that's going to be tough. But looking for them all separately is even harder, especially when all the Charizards, or most of the Charizards, because one person went, hey, this one's worth like £3,000, everyone goes to get their Charizards graded now. And if you get your Charizard graded, then it's even harder to complete the original set of Pokemon. It's like, for fuck's sake. I haven't got like a spare, 10 grand to buy a Charizard card. I don't want to spend that much money. I would just want the original set for safekeeping and to help the kids along in their way as well. I mean, if they turn around and go, I don't want to do this anymore, fine. Don't care. It's fine. But it's just one thing that I can share with them whilst they're young. And at the end of the day, it's nice for them to actually have like a hobby instead of like being stuck on their phone, or not on their phones, on their tablets. Or in front of a TV. Feel incredible. How you doing, buddy? But yeah, that's the plan. So the plan is, as I said, I think I've got one more package turning up tomorrow or Saturday, depending whenever I get a message to say you've got a delivery coming. And that one's got another graded card in it as well, which I won yesterday. I won a 10 graded card and a holo from the original movie. The card itself's worth like a tenner on its own, so I did quite well for not doing a lot. Basically, I bought a bunch of vintage cards for, I think it was like £2. And because I was a buyer on the stream, I waited until the end when he did his buyer's giveaway, and I won both giveaways. And I'm like, fucking brilliant. So in return, I bought 2. He had these like 2 cards that were like discontinued. And because I'd basically taken like 40-50 quid's worth of value off of him for like £2, I kind of felt guilty. So I said, just chuck them up again and I'll buy them off you. So I bought these 2 discontinued cards for a tenner, because they're discontinued because Pokemon had to go at the people who made these cards, because they're not official Pokemon. I'm like, they're only going to go up in value, it's fine. So yeah, I'm doing okay. The idea now is to just try and earn from it, which is harder. Is this the right one? It is. I think. I think we found a bloody indicator. Got my final degree classification. Good luck to you, sir. Good luck. We literally need a left door card for this car. That's all I need. So if I can find a door card on the floor, we are happy. If I can find the door, I'll be even happier, because then the door card might be with the door. I've already received it. Got what I was expecting. All good, man. Well done. See? I believed in you. All the way, my boy. All the way. You did all right, boy. Good one. I'm glad you've pursued it, because at the end of the day, it's good to have something good behind you, especially like games development in this day and age. Oh yes. Oh yes. Now what I hope is that when my kids get to like 18, I can push them into like something they really want to do as well. And I hope they just don't end up like me. So I'm gonna be like, come on, you can do it. You know you can. They're not stupid. Right. There's a lot of these parts around here, which is for the V-dub, but I haven't got... Hold on. Oh, it's the wrong car. That's for that one. The real trick is getting a job well, no, I mean, now that you're a qualified games developer, and you can work your butt off and do what you like, creating your own game might just be the best way to do things.
Oh, not that thing?
Yeah. So, I mean, yes, okay, you might need to get a job and stuff, which, you know, I mean, that's just the joys of life. The problem with the AI squeeze is too many people are relying on it, which means people aren't getting the games they want, because all the games are generic. It's like I made that video the other day about like I'm not enjoying playing supermarket games anymore because there's just too many of them. It's a version of a game that I don't care about much anymore. There's like 1 or 2 I might pick up because of the theme, but the rest of it is kind of like a dead genre in my eyes. And that's the problem with the AI games, is that it's like they're all the same. No one really cares. So if you can make something original and that people might actually enjoy playing, then you're onto a winner on that part, which means you don't have to have full-time employment from a major studio. You could just live off the revenue of a game that can generate. The team for my final group project are planning on putting something together, so my town-style game SI on hold. Yeah, no, you told me that the other day. I'm alright with that. You said you wanted it tested, but take your time on that. But if you're able to create something that just stands out above all the other crap and nonsense that's going through right now, it'll be good. Don't worry. I have a feeling the job market to fix AI screw up will be really good in the not too distant future. Well, I mean, so AI has its place, right? It's a tool to be worked with, not a tool to do everything for us. So for me, I use it as a way of making thumbnails. In a way, I make it build assets, and I kind of do things myself. So when it came to that parcel software, the parcel warehouse job, parcel simulator, those thumbnails were generated through AI, but I took the original screenshots and got the AI to actually design what was in front of me for that thumbnail. So I used it as a tool to cartoonify what I already wanted as that image. Might show that make something else. Yeah, I mean, it's all good. So yeah, AI has its place. It's a tool. And I was watching this video yesterday. It was a little short, and this guy goes, I think we've all kind of underestimated Elon Musk. And I was like, of course you have, because he's an intelligent weirdo. And this guy just went, think outside the box a minute, right? He owns the Boring Company. I would like to join your live stream. I'm okay for now, but thanks very much for like talking. It's all good. And he goes, what if we all underestimate him? Like, why does Elon Musk have the Boring Company? And it's kind of to generate a little bit of income, right? Why is Elon Musk digging tunnels everywhere? Because if he wants to go to Mars, we can't colonize the surface. We've got nowhere to live. So how about we build a tunnel or a bunker underground? Maybe he's making those tools to go up to there. Why is Elon Musk making robots? Because we're not going to send humans to Mars to like take it over. We're going to send robots to Mars to change the ecosystem so we can breathe when we get there eventually, in whenever the future takes us there. Why is he developing AI? Because the AI can control the robots that are going to go to Mars, and they can change the planet without having us there as well. I was like, that's not too bad. And then there's a guy in some like lab university somewhere who's now growing fungus on soil samples they took from Mars. Like, it's amazing. I think we're on the precipice of something good happening, but it could take some time. But yeah, I thought it was a laugh. He kind of made me sit and just went, actually, that makes a lot more sense. Like I feel like, yeah, I mean, most people hated him because he teamed up with Trump for a bit. And then all of a sudden, all that hate kind of stopped. It's weird, isn't it, that the left kind of are a bit weirdo? But yeah, I can kind of see, if you think about the way he's doing things and having this like weird plan. He got drunk one night and went, I'm going to build robots and the AI are going to control them. And I'm going to colonize Mars with an army of robots. I reckon that was his plan. Sounds pretty much what Musk would do. I mean, he's got all the parts for it. He's got his own rocket ship company. He's building robots. He's got his own AI company. He's got his own satellite company. I think that's his plan. Also, he owns electric cars. And when you get to Mars, there's a lot of sunshine, so you can put up solar panels to power the electric cars. The Neuralink tie-in, I reckon, is, I mean, it's primitive at the moment. Because obviously, he doesn't own it. He basically put money into a company to design it and create it. And what it's doing is amazing. You know, being able like to have people who are basically paraplegic, can't do this, that, and the other, and then all of a sudden being able to do stuff with just thinking, it's fantastic. I commend him for it. And like I said, it's not him doing it. It's a different company that he's funding. I kind of feel that when people just like, he's going to take over the brains of people, it's like, it's not him doing it. Do you not see the problem with what you're saying here? It's not him. He's the main proprietor of how much money he's putting into it. I mean, he's got a lot of money. So, and all these people are, well, he could be doing so much more for planet Earth. He's like, I feel like he's literally trying to colonize an entire planet for Earth. You know, I mean, at some point you might be able to be born on Mars and never come back to the homeland. Well, that's a long way off. That's like, that'll be when Elon's brain's in a jar, keeping him alive. Or they put his brain inside one of his own droids, so he becomes the first person to become an infinite entity. I know, it's weird. Yes, it would de facto make you a Martian if you were born on Mars and never visited Earth. But then the weird part is, over millions of years of evolution, humans on Mars would evolve to be a different style because of the gravitational differences between Earth and Mars. So if the gravity's stronger, you'd actually have like a breed of almost hobbits. because you'd get pulled down a lot more. Our bones would shrink a lot more. Our body size would shrink more. So yes, they would technically be shorter humans, but you would actually be a physical Martian. That's over millions of years, though. That's you know, I mean, if you watch what's that fucking the Wall-E, where humans basically we were up in space, so we didn't have any bone density, we were just fat lumps. Yeah, it's kind of like that, but a little bit like if we actually colonized Mars and lived on it, we would shrink because of the strength of the pull of gravity. You would never get LeBron James, right? You wouldn't get people that tall. I would actually be, you know, if people are 5'8", we might be considered giants in the eyes of Martians. Yeah, even though that tiny amount would make a difference to our skeletal structure and everything else. If it's weaker, people get taller. I can't remember which way around it was. Is it stronger or weaker than ours? I think I've actually found one of the... This is the garage. It's weaker, so we would get taller. There you go. So we would actually, you know, the average person would be like 6'8". Yeah, there you go. So yeah, if you were born on Mars, potentially you'd probably just import everybody to come down to the NBA then. Born on Mars on the district of this person who's 6'8" and so on and so forth, because they were born on Mars and they're 12 years old. There you go. I just had it around the wrong way. Okay, so this is a message on Kick. I noticed that your channel could benefit from a larger audience. Of course it could, but no one really cares about an older person playing video games. To boost your streams to the right support, you could start earning up to $24 an hour on Kick. I know, I saw Asmongold's amount. The difference here, DKSJHDG bot, I feel, no one really cares. It's all right. This is the second garage like this that I have seen on this seed. Second. This is it. Kick's always had a bot. It's always going to have a bot problem because of just the way the website is. I haven't got a problem with it personally. I did say to, if you were to, I think if you can message on my screen, it means I've changed the settings. But the idea is that the reason why I've got to be honest, the reason why I want Kick to grow more than what I'm getting on Twitch is because I've seen the revenue split, and it's head and tails so much better than Twitch. If I was able to just import my audience from one platform to another, I would. And I would just ditch Twitch altogether. To put this into perspective, and Asmongold posted up his numbers for 1 month. And I know this is Asmongold, he's a big streamer, he gets like 13,000 views at points and so on and so forth. And he gets quite a few people watching. But he posted up his 30-day earnings from Twitch with the similar audience, and he was like, I just made $30,000. That's a respectable amount of money. That's $1,000 a day he's earning. He went over to Twitch for the same time period and made $295,000. That is the difference between Twitch and Kick. You keep 95% of your income on Kick. And for the record, I just found one of the side lights, so I've got one left, and I'm wondering if it's just laying on the floor somewhere. Oh, I tell you what, that's a bummer. Could have done with that. So that is the ultimate difference with Kick and Twitch and even YouTube. YouTube can't pay that much money. Well, they can if you make enough videos and get enough people to watch. But if you're consecutively streaming to like 13,000 people on and off, you know, obviously like peaks and divots and people joining and leaving and so on and so forth, the money just makes more sense on Kick. Everyone knows why they pay more, but the thing is, it's not the most debauchery thing that everyone's ever done online. And I find it funny that people have a problem with people like, oh, well, it's funded by a gambling platform. It's like, right, okay. And you're okay with OnlyFans? You know? People who stream on Twitch and Kick and YouTube and they're half naked, they have OnlyFans profiles. Guess where they make all their money? Through porn. So what's the difference between porn and gambling? Nothing. It's a vice. People do everything as a vice. Drinking's a vice, smoking's a vice, drugs are a vice, porn's a vice, gambling's a vice. If it's a vice and you see the problem with it, then that means you've got a problem with everything, the way that everyone earns money, unless they go to a 9-to-5 job. Some people just don't want a 9-to-5 job and they're quite happy to do whatever they want just to make their own money. I've got to be honest, if I was a 20-something-year-old girl and I had no morals whatsoever, and I could pay off my entire life in 3 years, fuck it, I probably would. And those 3 years, I'm going to be minted, and then I'll delete everything, and then there'll be no record of me whatsoever, ever. I'll be done. And then you take all of your money and then invest it into a company or something for the remainder of your life and live off the interest. So here's the thing. When it comes down to Kick, the reason why they're able to provide a 95-to-5 split is because they are funded by stake.com. And stake.com is a $23.6 billion, business. It is minted because it's a gambling website. And Kick, if you go to their front page, I'll show you. Actually, you know what? I'll show you. Let's just pull up on Kick, shall we? So, I'm streaming on Kick. So if you look on here, this is Kick. And you've got Just Chatting, you got Gaming, Popular Clips this week, In Real Life, Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, Art and Music, Fortnite, Old School, League of Legends, Counter-Strike 2, Gambling. This is right to the bottom. Gambling. Right? So it's not being actively promoted unless you scroll all the way down. Now, if you go into your actual channel settings, you can turn off gambling adverts and the gambling sections of Kick, and that won't affect your earnings. And that's how they make their money. That is it. Twitch is funded by Amazon. I don't think you get bigger than that. Well, considering that Twitch has never made any money and Amazon continuously have to bail them out because Twitch is unprofitable, yeah, it's kind of a pain in the ass. Amazon only bought Twitch. They physically just have to keep shoveling money in because Twitch is not worth a lot of money. And the only reason why it's a good thing is if people go over to Twitch and use their Prime membership to sponsor a streamer, so you don't even have to use your own money to do it. You can do it for free. The problem, and gambling sites aren't greedy. Gambling sites are greedy. It's stake.com. It's a gambling website. It wants you to gamble more. That's how they make money. Amazon itself owning Twitch. Now, you would have thought having a company as big as Amazon would have put a shed ton of money into Twitch to make the platform earn more money. And all it's done is increase the amount of ads you have to watch a stream. And then they cut people's earnings because they weren't making enough money on Twitch. There's no 70-30 split contracts anymore on Twitch for the reasons of that was taking too much money away from Twitch. Everyone's down to a 50-50 contract. And then they raised the tier 1 membership to like, what was it, £6? Tier 1 membership on this channel, by the way, is 99p, and that's on YouTube. So for the amount of money that you can spend on Twitch, you can spend far less on YouTube. It's not 11. No, this is the problem. And then what they've also done is they've lowered the amount of reasons. Like, so if you want to become a streamer now, it's easier to become a streamer on Twitch because they lowered the input rate. Well, not input rate. The like foot in the door situation. So you can now get onto Twitch more. Do you want to know why? So they can put more adverts on your streams. So they can make they can try to make more money. This is the problem. You've got a multi-billion to trillion-dollar company having one of their assets not make any money. It's kind of annoying. And with all the the drama and legal aspects that like Twitch is about to go through with Hassan, Frogan, Denims, and all the other people that have basically pissed off Ethan Klein, it's looking bad on Twitch's side. So most people are now sitting there going, where else can I stream? And people are choosing YouTube and Kick as the, well, because they're the only main platforms now. And with the revenue split that Kick are offering, people don't care. Everything to do with gambling is greedy, but people gamble because they want to. I mean, some people do it because they're addicted and they do need help, and that's a very small number of gamblers, I would find. But most of them, I would say that they gamble because they just want something to do. They're bored, so they go, well, you know what, I got 30 quid, I do it. I go, well, I've got spare money at the end of the month, I've paid all my bills, I've done this, that and the other. People go out drinking, smoke fags, do drugs and this, that and the other. Fuck it, I'll do 30 quid into a gambling website. I only use one website, and it's not Stake because I can't, because of where I live. But I do it on a website that is legal in the UK, that has to follow the jurisdiction of gambling, so on and so forth. But I only do it once every now and then. I don't do it like every day. If I did it every day, I'd have a problem. And if I've got a problem, then I need to sort my shit out. The difference is when I've got a problem, I kind of see it that I kind of have to change and do stuff because I can't keep doing that. And it's just one of those things. You have to control yourself. And if you can't control yourself, don't do it at all. Go teetotal. And I know that's hard. That's easy for me to say, but I've done it and I've had to. Because that was just the way I was at the time. I do have that weird kind of life experience. But yeah, when it comes to funding, I mean, if you've got a problem with people gambling to fund a website that pays streamers really well, and the other thing is now that like Stake is worth like 23 billion quid, their investment plan for like the future, they're investing in Kick as a platform, which is good. They've got their advertisers in place, which is good. They had a ropey couple of years to start with people like Aidan Ross and some of the other crap that they've been doing. But the website is slowly being sorted out to be more not family friendly, but more friendly to the world, instead of just being filled with unruly wankers, which I find quite nice. And with that much money in the bank, if they're just living off the interest and putting it into investments to make like Kick a bigger platform, it will take over Twitch because it runs on the same crap as Twitch. Amazon own Kick technically because they're using the same system. That's what happened, and that's how Stake did it. They're running the same system as Amazon, not Amazon, Twitch. Yeah, man. If you become a partner to Kick, it's 95.5, which is. It's a stupid amount of money. Even if I was to earn $1,000 on Kick, I mean, because I'm not a partner. I've only got 6 subscribers on Kick. But if I was able to get to that one point, and even just earning $1,000 on Kick, I'd take home 995 quid, or around 900. I'd be alright with £900. But the problem is I'm not one of those like top streamers who plays like Call of Duty. I'm just your bog standard streamer who just plays games and has fun and talks to people. That's kind of all I do. I don't mind doing it. It's a hobby. It's a part-time job. If it paid more money, yeah, I'd probably, yeah, I'd probably, I'd be doing it for a lot longer during the day. Right, is there a GT or a pickup truck here? We need a left door card. Turns out I need a door. That's for the truck. That is... I don't know. That's for the pickup truck. I believe this might be for the... this then. Oh, other side. Nope. It's a rear door for a dada. But yeah, I kind of wish that I was able to like move my entire audience. It's just, it's annoying that I can't, but the idea would be to like persuade people. I think people get kind of complacent. They sit on, they only use one. They only use that like the main place where they've always seen you. They're not happy. They don't want to move. People don't want to move. I don't like moving. But it might make a better experience for the user. I kind of hope that like Twitch just there's two ways out for Twitch. Twitch have got one, in one respect, Twitch could ask the people that own them to be able to upgrade their upgrade the website, pay lots of the bills, start making the platform more profitable by using like VODs and videos to earn money, you know, and change the platform a little bit so you can actually watch content instead of waiting for a live stream, because that's kind of what people want to do. Not everyone can make it to a stream, so they're going to want some sort of fix. And most people who go to Twitch, they're not going to want to go to YouTube and just watch a video from that person and go back to Twitch and catch their stream. I think what Twitch needs to do is they need to upgrade their system so it makes it more accessible for the people who make content and for people who watch content. But at the same time, they need to make their website better. Kick basically came in, copied the entire thing that Twitch has done, used the same system as what they've done, and they're quite happy to put money into their streamers. Whereas Amazon, Twitch, don't put any money into their streamers. I don't think anybody on Twitch has got a contract anymore. Like, there's no contracted streamers on Twitch. I don't think there's any on YouTube anymore. I think all their contracts have expired. And I'm pretty sure there might be like 4 or 5 actual contracted streamers on Kick now. And even then, they're not contracted to stay on Kick. They can still stream on different platforms. They're just representing Kick as a whole. And that's smart. So they're basically pilfering the viewers from every platform and still keeping Kick alive. Which, again, Twitch never did. And if they figured that out way back, they may have made more money. But I feel that we've seen the top height of Twitch, and that was basically COVID. Since then, it's basically been downhill. So yeah, if you want, head over to Kick. There's a link in the description box below. Subscribe, and then when we get to that point of where you know, I hit partnership, if you want to help out, that's probably going to be the best place to watch. And that's it. If not, keep it up on YouTube. Hit the like button, subscribe, notification button below. And if you are on Twitch, hit the follow button. I never ask for people to actually like pay money unless you really want to. What? Bum, 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 bum. Oh, I think that's a Mustang. I literally need one more part for the GT, and then we can just let it go. Oh, it is the GT. Is there a door? It doesn't look like there's a door there. I need a door. I need a door. I'm holding out for a door for my little car. Like this, I can see my next stop. It's that building on the horizon. Ask and ye shall receive. Yeah, as I said, I think of what I can see is the thing with like Kick now is it is kind of growing. I think people are just getting more pissed off with how Twitch is like being used. And I mean, if you just want to see the downfall of that, go and watch a Hassan stream. Hassan Piker he's starting to destroy the platform for Twitch. And it's pretty dire. And Frogan's like horrible. Yeah, he is. Well, this is because, and this is their this is a lot of people's main argument. You get people like Asman, Tectone, and you get other people who, like, you know, they're on there to like they're on there to say their own thing. Like me, I'm on Twitch because I'm on Twitch, and if I say something controversial, then I'm gonna say something controversial, or if it's like deemed as whatever, and I don't care. If I got banned because of what I say, then surely people like Hassan and Denims and Frogan and so on and so forth, they should be banned as well for what they say. But the problem with Twitch is they kind of agree with the other people. And that's why you only get one side of the argument being banned off of Twitch. And that's where people are starting to get more and more annoyed with it. And then you have people like Ludwig who basically say, well, the only reason why they're streaming on Kick is because, you know, if they get into trouble, they're not going to get banned from Kick. It's like, well, exactly. Kick is more, I see Kick as a kind of Rumble in a way. I mean, it's not Rumble, but I kind of see it as they're okay with you saying certain things. Obviously, you're going to get banned for saying other things. Like, I think they will ban you for being like downright just horrible. But if you've got a left-wing opinion or a right-wing opinion, I don't think they really care. But it's when you do some really messed up stuff that kind of gets laid weight. That's when they kind of draw the line. With Twitch, if you're a right-wing sort of person, then you will get banned for stuff that you can say. But if you're a left-wing person, you can brandish a gun live on stream, dox the wrong person, threaten them, and you don't get any slap on the wrist at all. And if you don't believe me, go and watch Hassan stream from the other week, because that's what he did. And yeah, that kind of just it made me sort of sit there and just go, well, that's not very fucking good, is it? And since then, I haven't really cared. So if I get banned from Kick, if I get banned from Twitch, I get banned from Twitch. I'm not worried, because Twitch to me earns me about $50 every 3 to 4 months because no one watches me on Twitch. It's the same on Kick. No one watches me on Kick, but I feel like Kick's a better platform, even if I'm not monetized. Is that the left door for this car? Oh. It is, but it hasn't got a door card. Unless I can see one. God damn it! See? That's all I need. I just need that. What's oil like? Six litres. We'll survive until we get to the next one. But yeah, if you guys want to talk about something, I'm more than happy to have a natter. Keeps things rolling. If you got an opinion, share it. If you don't want to share it. Did I pick up anything from the summer sale? I picked up the DLC for Planet Crafter, DLC for Planet Coaster 2. I picked up a couple of like cheap games, old stuff that I was like, hey, I should pick that up because it's really good. And I'm never going to play it, but it'd be like, yeah, it's now in my collection instead of just like not being there. I went on CD Keys. I bought a few other games there. I'm going to be doing a series of Pacific Drive at some point. I've got this to finish. But no, there wasn't really anything I've sort of that really. Oh god, I've got hiccups. I didn't really have anything to catch my eye, if you know what I mean. You know, it was weird. It was kind of like, yay, the summer sale's on. And it's still on, and I haven't really bought much. But yeah, mainly DLCs, because I want to do another series of Planet Crafter because of obviously because of the DLC. But I'm kind of seeing it as, unless I think the game's coming to basically, and I feel like it's coming to an end. I mean, I could be wrong, but it kind of feels like it. They've made a lot of extra bits for the game now. Kind of feels like it's just coming to the end of its life. I could be wrong, but it just feels like it. I kind of figured that what I want to do is I want to do an entire new series. So I want to start from the very beginning, collect everything, make a base big enough to hold everything, and then go into the DLCs and all the extras and basically explore the entire thing that they've created and then be all right with it. And that's kind of where I see it. So the next time I play it through will probably be like The Last Huzzah. Crash Bandicoot and Auto Mobilistia 2. Yeah, that's fair. Crash Bandicoot's a bloody good game anyway. Excuse me. But I did find a lot more, if I'm gonna be honest, I found more deals on CD keys because obviously like Steam's got its sales, so they kind of have a sale as well. And when you can pick up a game for like 20p and like other games for like 50p, then you go over there. I bought Helldivers 2 for the PlayStation 5. I think it was like 20 quid on CD keys. I'm looking into Borderlands 4. That comes out the day before my birthday, but I'm looking at the like deluxe edition from CD keys because the deluxe edition on CD keys is 60, I think it's 65 quid, which is the same price as the actual just base game on PlayStation 5. It's kind of annoying that I have to go to a PC CD key website to get a PlayStation 5 game for the same price because of greed and corruption in like Sony PlayStation. It's kind of annoying. Oh, and Randy Pitchford being basically a bellend at this point. But yeah, the reason why I'm interested in like Borderlands 4 is because I've played all the others and I've enjoyed them. I mean, even though the Randy Pitchford is a bellend and people keep trying to overcharge for their video games, Borderlands 4 has always been one of my staple games. It's kind of like Diablo. Diablo 4 was a bit of a disappointment, so I prefer to play Diablo 3 and 2. GTA, I've played GTA since Grand Theft Auto was a thing. So these are the kind of things that have kept me going through my life. And Borderlands is one of them. I've played everything because of it. But yeah, I'll play it. I don't want to give Randy Pitchford like a shed ton of my money. So if I can buy the deluxe edition for £25 cheaper than the original deluxe edition's price, then I'm happy. Randy wouldn't be as much because I'm not going to give him as much money, but I don't care. So yeah, go check out CD Keys. If I could wangle a referral code with them, then I will. I'm going to see if they've got like a creator program I can sign up to. I really like using them. Bloody reliable website. I've never had a problem with them. Literally, as soon as you press your buy game, you go. Yeah, as soon as you've bought the games, you go into the order part and you just click on it and it copy the codes through, and that's it. I bought Roller Coaster Tycoon Deluxe Edition for like 50p, I think it was. But I do like Roller Coaster Tycoon. It's kind of one of my like go-to games to chill out with. It's like I don't care about the rest of the world. I'm gonna make a 2D environment, like 2D park. I'll be happy. Green Man Gaming are good. Yeah, I agree. But yeah, if I could just wangle a sponsorship with one of these companies, I'd enjoy it. I don't care if they just want to pay me £200 a month to like promote them. I would promote them because I like dealing with them, and I've never had a problem with them. Green Man Gaming are really good. I've never had a problem with them as well. G2A, they're kind of sorted their crap out now, and it's kind of more legitimate, but you still kind of get dodgy people on there, and it hasn't made me really want to go back to them. But you know, I kind of hope they get stuff sorted soon, and like properly, like a full-on site upgrade, a verification program that basically lets you know who's who and where they got their keys from instead of stealing them from places. But apart from it's like when people were pirating Windows keys for like years, and they were being sold on eBay for like £1. The best time of technology that was. But yeah, it's one of those things. But I prefer CD keys. For me it's just a better service. But I've got nothing bad to say about Green Man either. So yeah, I might go and grovel. Hi, I'm a streamer. People do come and watch my streams sometimes. If you want to pay me like £200 a month, I'll be more than happy to push your product. CD Keys, pay more, pay less, gain more. That is a van. Please let me have the last bloody light. So I'm looking for the right light. There's two of them here. Right, 2 trucks. I need a right light. Or 2 vans, sorry. No. It's not here. It might have to be where I'm going to have to find a toilet. You all know why. I don't want to do it, but if it works and I need that one thing. Instant Gaming has been the only key site I've dealt with that seemed a bit sketchy. Had to send a photo of picture ID when I made a purchase. Ah, that's interesting. Because I know a YouTuber who's promoted. I think they promoted Instant Gaming in the past. That's a really interesting revelation. Thank you very much for sharing. Pretty sure it was Instant Gaming. Could have been something else. But yeah, he's one of the very few that I've known have actually been sponsored by one of these gaming sites that gives out codes. Well, not gives them out, but sells them, you know what I mean? I suppose they're just doing it for, I don't know, I mean, it could be for data collection, but maybe just verification. I don't know. Never had to do that before though. Not on a key website. Yeah, I'd be sketched out as well because it's kind of weird. Like I've never been asked for ID before, like to set up an account. They usually just say if you got a bank account, it's like, well, I'll do it all through PayPal. The reason why I use PayPal over everything is just through protection. So I always do. I do all of my purchases through PayPal, and obviously it comes straight out of my bank account. But because it goes through those two, because it goes through them first, if there's a problem either way, it will stop. That's just how I use PayPal. I use it as like 2-step verification. My wheels are about to blow up. Well, my back wheel looks like it's gonna die. Right, if we find a toilet, we need to stop. Because I'm gonna be honest, I'm getting fucking bored, and I want to spawn. I want to duplicate this light to the other one and see if it works. Because if not, I could be looking for this light for a really long time. Or, I mean, if I find the left door card for the GT, I'll just carry on my search for the parts because we can just let the GT go after this. If we can just find the door card. Cross my fingers. Oh, hail. Oh no, my wheels popped. I wasn't actually expecting that one to go too soon. Oh no. Oh, I think we're dragging at the back as well. We're running out of wheels. It's alright, it's a pit stop. Yep. things I need. Right, we'll have a mooch around quick. Not that one. Definitely not that one. See, these are really heavy. And Promethean was all like, well, you could just grab one of those. This is 110 kilos. I mean, I can lift this, but I don't want to walk all the way back to my truck with this. Not in real life. Need a trolley? Yeah, I really do. Right. Trans Am. Okay, right. Oh, actually, I need oil. I need engine oil. I'll take the water as well. Admittedly, engine oil I can get out of any engine and just chuck it in. That's fine. But I do need water. And there's a spare block over there that I could just pour the engine, the oil out of. So, all right. So we need to do the water changeover, oil change, add fuel if needed, tire change for like 2 vehicles. Yep, a lot of change. I'm going through changes. Alright. Cool. Right. Okay, let's get all this done. First off, take this off. Next, change all the tires. Epoxy game. Right. Mind of its own. Mind of its own, this thing. Right. Next, we need to change the tyre on the back of here. Basically, next time we get to a stop with wheels, we need to start looking for wheels. Because as of right now, we ain't got a lot. Oh. Have you played Rise of Gun? Yeah, it's a good game. Basically, I've done a couple of series of it. It's a very simple game to follow. It's cute. It's kind of the low poly graphics. Very easy to get into because it's basically just building guns. But the guy that's working on it, or guys that are working on it, they're working on it quite a lot. Like, it's got, even now it's being updated. I thought it was dead in the water a while back, but it turns out they were just biding their time to chuck in another update. Very worth game. Very good. Yeah, it's probably give yourself, I want to say about 20-25 hours, and you should have mostly everything done in the game. If there's a story mode now, go with the story mode. I haven't played it because the story mode wasn't anything when I was in it. If it's just sandbox mode where you just got like free roam and you're building up your shop, yeah, it's about 20-25 hours. But you've got like the city to explore as well, so you got stuff to do. There's other things to like find. There's gambling in it as well now because of they added slot machines into it, which I was right with. Right, 5.8 litres. Now there's another engine in there somewhere. We'll take that and we'll just tip the oil. Hell yeah. Yeah, if you've got any questions about any other games, I may have already played them. Yeah, I was an early adopter to Rise of Gun. I think I picked it up when it was like £3. It was in beta phase, so it's all right. Right, I'm gonna keep this tire on me just in case of if I find the door card, then I've completed this car with that, even with the dodgy wheel. so I'll be all right. Right, I need drink and food, and then we're done, and then yeah, done for the day, I think. And there we go. Well, we've done a little bit of extra moving. We're doing okay. I can't see the next stop, so it's going to be up on top of that hill somewhere. But apart from that, we're all good. Excellent. I want to say, guys, thank you very much for coming by. If you haven't already, go check out on Kick. If you want to help me push that platform a bit more and get like partnered over there, it would be most appreciated, because in fairness, I reckon that's where it should be. But apart from that, we're all good. I want to say thank you very much for coming by. Thank you very much for keeping me occupied. And I'll catch you another day. It might not be like tonight, because obviously it's going to be warmer tonight and everything, but we'll see how things go for tomorrow and the weekend. Until then, I'm going to say peace out. Have fun. Enjoy what you guys do. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye for now.